All right, first things first, when we're looking at the new stuff for the mid-season patch Overwatch Season 1 2026, we're going to look at the shop. We're going to look at these new skins. So, first off, we have the Kiriko 2B skin. This just got a pricey. Let's try it on the bright shirt. She got the little robot behind her. She got the... This thing looks like... Just a black. Is there anything super special about what's going on here? Nothing really. Let's do this. So, I mean, it's a pretty good skin. A pretty good Kiriko skin. Kiriko has a lot of good skins though, so. The 9S Wu Yang skin. Try that. Alright. Wu Yang doesn't have a lot of skins you can buy right now. He doesn't have any that I can buy. So, me who did not play when he was popular, it was like not a good thing because I couldn't do anything. I couldn't buy any skins. Okay, he doesn't have any special voice lines or anything. A little disheartened about that. Let's see what it looks like. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I think it's a pretty good skin. Vendetta's A2 skin. We're kind of fucking with. So I don't think they changed any of the voice lines up or anything for this. The sword looks pretty sick. Let's take a view. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. I like the face and the sword too. That's pretty cool. Next, the Adam skin. So we can see if I... Alright, Life Weaver. My thing is, I feel like there's not a lot of... Like, the skins are cool, but I mean, I guess I wanted mythic... I wanted mythic skin quality to them. It's pretty... Not a bad skin. It just feels like... I don't know. Maybe I was expecting more. Mercy got a new skin coming. Some new votes. Okay. They're the same. Stance. Hack. Stance. Adam's welcome. Lord of Mankind. Hell yeah. We got some for these people. Sprays. Spray. And I guess the next big thing would be the Mythic Mei Skin. So let's preview. Can I... It's okay. So this is level 1. This is the one that you kind of see everywhere. I feel like we've seen this all over Facebook. I've seen it on Facebook. Level 4, you get your SFX. 3 different hairstyles. Different color variants. So I'm going to pick what would be probably my... And then we're going to try it on Tetridge because there's definitely going to be some differences when it comes to what her abilities do. And she has normal size shoes. My wife was telling me the other day, she's like, why don't they ever give Mei normal size shoes? She had size shoes. Alright. Does look pretty the same. It's got a little bit of color effects of the heart on the gun. That is obviously very different. Kind of cute. It's got some pink to it. Pretty cool. I'm not a big Mei player, but I think some of the stuff looks pretty cool. She got like pink on her icicle as well. And then I guess now we just can see her ult. See what that thing look like. Damn it a little bit. And that is the Mythic Mei. All right, next thing we're going to go over is the patch notes. They're not like super in depth this time around for a mid-season. They said the reason for it was because there was a lot of like tweaking and stuff done pre-season 1. So let's pull this up. Real quick. We got a new arcade mode, Emery only 4v4, Junkrat loot hunt, running from the 27th to the 30th. That's not, it's not. Our loot boxes completing challenges. So if we want to get some more skins from loot boxes, we got hero updates, medic sub-roll, increased self-healing from 25 to 40%. I feel like that's a pretty big jump on medic. So like Kiriko, Mercy, those who are like, they heal themselves while healing others. I feel like that's going to be like, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be make a huge difference when it comes to making plays and keeping yourself alive if you're playing support. I feel like, in my experience, I've had some other people say it as well, playing support has been a little rough this season. So I think that may make it a little better. Bruiser sub roll now triggers below 50%. Activation threshold bruiser sub rolls with adjusted critical health to below 50% health. This change standardizes when the effect becomes active, increases the window sub roll is active. Initiator sub roll no longer triggers while at full health. Healings reduced from 75 to 60. Initiator sub roll's passive has been reduced in effectiveness as it has been providing more healing than intended throughout matches. Healing will no longer trigger while at full health to avoid starting the internal cooldown. All right, getting to the actual character changes. D.Va, her booster cooldown has increased from 3.5 to 4 seconds, so nothing super crazy there. Hazard had his sub-roll change from Stalwart to Initiator, so now he gains health while he's in the air, as long as he's maintaining air. I wonder if that counts hanging on walls. I'm not 100% sure on that, but he does have some aerial abilities, like especially his jump. Ramatra, in regular 5v5, his barrier cooldown's reduced from 13 to 12 seconds, so he gets his cooldown a little faster. He gets his cooldown for his barrier up faster. His annihilation damage per second increased from 30 to 35, so he does a little more damage. So that was just like a straight up buff to Ramatra. Roadhog damage per pellet increased 6.5 to 7, so just a kind of overall small buff for Roadhog on his gun. On-run, Inferno Rush will now automatically climb over small ledges. So you're not going to get stopped while you're rushing with it. And the jump height while active increased by 20%. So I think that's pretty cool because initially when you're hitting that Inferno Rush with her, you only go up for a little bit initially, and then you're kind of like pretty stationary. I guess this makes her a little bit more mobile, especially if you're getting out of fights. Maybe you can clear some distance to get away better. Emery's changes, time before trigger when it comes to altered vitals, reduced from 4.5 to 4 seconds. So, yeah, reducing the delay before altered vitals triggers allows it to activate more reliably when disengaging. Vendetta's changes. Her Raging Storm perk moved from major to minor. Her damage per spin reduced from 35 to 30. So, that perk made her do more damage when she used her spin. But they moved it to minor, so you get it faster, but they took a little damage away. But I still feel like I would think I'd still consider that a buff, personally. She gets it so early in the game now versus late, because I have some people, some friends that I play with that kind of rely on that perk or really like that perk, especially when they're in the back line. Second change is Siphoning Strike. So the Strike was a minor perk, now it was moved to major, and her overhead life steal increased from 30 to 40. I feel like that is pretty common. I've seen in characters like On-Run has a perk that gives her health when she uses her E ability when she's hitting multiple people, and I see a lot of those like gaining health abilities being on the major perk side versus the minor perk side. So I think it's cool that or like, you know, within in par that she gets moved, that perk gets moved over from minor to major, and they gave it more still, so she has more survivability once she gets her major perk if she decides to fix it. Alari changes attack speed gain, reduced from 30 to 20% when she uses Summer Solstice, so her perk kind of just got a straight up nerf, right? Attack speed gain, so she just gets less attack speed when she has her minor perk. Yeah, I don't know about y'all, but Alari, especially ultimate Alaris, have been kind of hurt in lobbies, especially in the lower lobbies that I played, gold, silver, plat lobbies. Sunburn, major perk, damage reduced from 70 to 50. Again, I think they just straight up nerfing Alari. Solar rifle, secondary fire, maximum resource reduced from 3.5 to 3 seconds. Alari, nerfed. Jetpack Cat, the territorial major perk has been removed. Territorial's gone. We don't even have to talk about it. It's gone. It's out of here. Claws out major perk, move from minor to major. I feel like that's probably a good thing because I don't know if you've been terrorized by any jetpack cats are coming in using their melee to hurt. Cooldown reduced from 8 to 6, so they moved it up to major, but they made it to where once you get it, you can use it more often. Ulterior motive, a new minor perk. 15% of biotic projectiles healing is converted into fuel. So maybe that'll give some incentive for especially these low elo jetpack cats to use their heals more often so they can have more fuel to do things. But I think that's just straight up buff. And then Mizuki. Remedy Aura, the radius was increased from 10 to 12 meters, so he has longer range on his area of effect healing. But the time before degeneration reduced from 2 to 1.75 seconds. Increased radius of healing. I feel like his radius is pretty small, especially if you are trying to like get up there and flank and do your Mizuki things. Stadium update, Stadium General Mod icon update. So they created different designs for the icons of the different mods that you have. So if you're used to picking certain things, you may get a little confused when you start seeing the different icons, but they said they're making them better, or what they think is better. Fixed an issue, allowed Mizuki to incorrect charge his Remedy Aura before the round started. And some more Mizuki ones. Fixed an issue, preventing weapon variants from being applied to Juno's pulsar torpedoes. Fixed an issue, Rescue Ball's multi-ball perk would not award additional mines if they were not used during the first ultimate. Okay, that's interesting. That'll help some of you ball players out there. Fixed an issue which incorrectly allowed Farah to move during barrage while tethered by Mizuki's chains. That's probably a good change. Fixed an issue which incorrectly allowed Onron's Dancing Blaze ability to cleanse Junker Queen's ultimate effect. I didn't know that was a bug. I kind of liked it. Stadium, fixed an issue where Torbjorn's Skyline nanites items not dealing bonus damage to airborne enemies. Fixed an issue with Juno's orbital alignment power not lifting enemies into the air. Fixed an issue with Juno's Metamaster power not reducing the cooldown of Hyper Ring. Fixed an issue with Vendetta's The Closer mod not granting 10% critical damage bonus to her overhead string. Fixed an issue where Vendetta's Scaled Steel mod not granting the 25% range increase. Fixed an issue with Vendetta's Warrior Shout mod not applying when using Whirlwind Dash into a... Those are all of the patch notes for the mid-season patch 2026. There were some more leaked skins here. There is the Voidwalker skins. So we got Ash, we got Sigma. Sigma skin looks sick as fuck. We got Echo, we got Venture and Alari. So we got Reinhardt skin, Lifeweaver skin, and then a Wu Yang skin. Some of the concept arts of the skin. So we had the Venture skin, the Sigma skin, and the Alari skin, which we saw. A Rainy Day Diva skin, which I think that is one of the cooler Diva mechs that I've seen. Rainy Day Hog skin, and then we have these NieR Automata skins that we saw already, and then the Mei skin, Mythic skin, which is already... I don't see any of those other new skins in here yet, other than the NieR Automata skins and the Mei skins, but that's fine. It'd be kind of cool, get some new skins in here. I don't know if you guys are big skins people or not, but I like skins in the game. I'm debating on buying the NieR skins. Now, that being said, that is everything to do, all the new information that I have for you all for the mid-season update.